Welcome to Doubleheader Saturday in the ISL as we gear up for the return of Lobera to Goa, and this time with the fans in the stadium. A man who left the Gores in tears, found joy and glory in Mumbai and is now in charge of an ambitious Odisha. But it's not all we have. Chennai and Mohan Bagan are the second fixture of this evening. Chennai still looking for their first win. Owen Coyle needs to start earning some points and winning some hearts. Massive day. Juan Ferrando looking for a 10th straight win in all competitions. He has no excuse this time with a star-studded lineup. Welcome to Let's Football. Siju and Mace are also on the show last weekend before the international break. Are you ready?
Yes, very much ready, and I'm also looking forward to, apart from the star-studded coaches, I'm also looking forward to the Crystal John, who is back on the pitch doing the game today after the last time's debacle.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a hard one for him right at the end of last season, so it'd be good to see him back in action as well. But obviously, first up, it is the Gores against the Juggernauts, and it should be a very, very intriguing game.
Goals written all over this. Just look at those statistical trends.
I know, you can't knock that, can you? And there's goals everywhere. You look at what Sergio Lobera has done in the past when he was at Goa, when he was at Mumbai, and then, you know, he's come here now to Odisha to build something. He's brought the players in that he wanted to be able to play that attacking brand. So yes, goals very, very much on the card. When you look at Goa, defensively, they've solidified a little bit, bringing Jingan in and also bringing in O'Day. But they've got Noah as well, who knows how to score goals. So that, and Brandon, who can create everything for them. Cracking games today, both of them.
Are Goa still going through a Lobera hangover? And can Manolo solve that?
Well, Manolo will want to extend the wins that they have against Odisha and maintain that. But what I've known is when Lobera did visit the Goa camp, and the staff also made sure he doesn't see eye to eye to some people at least, but it was a happy visit. And here are the numbers as Sergio Lobera takes on Odisha FC.
Well, some of you were kind enough to tweet back when asked how you felt about Lobera's return. And the answers ranged from cheeky to emotional to reminiscent about the past. Some called Odisha FC Goa Veteran 11.
Is that why you asked me to repost that earlier
Exactly,
on?
because my reach is nothing like yours. Some are saying Odisha will own Goa, and some are just excited to see Lobera return.
Listen, they're in Goa. It's not their own backyard here, so it's not a stroll in the park. That being said, I thought they did put up a very, very good performance against Mumbai, so they are going to cause issues and problems, that's for sure. Jerry firing on all cylinders helps. Krishna in the starting lineup today, that much we do know. But Mauricio on the bench, so they have got firepower to bring on as well. You've got Jahu in the middle of the park pulling the strings. Matadafall at the back with Delgado keeping things tight. Awawadi in the fullback position. I'll get it right in a minute. Ranawadi.
Well done.
There you go. Put my teeth back in. No, but him in the fullback position bombing forwards, along with young Jerry as well on the left-hand side. And, you know, they've got a national team goalkeeper in goal as well. You're telling me that that's not a star-studded lineup as well? It is.
It surely is. And, you know, we get excited about Parthip because of the goals, but another young player, Isak Ralte. Jerry is now obviously maturing, but what do you think of Isak?
I think we're all looking forward to, because it's Indian Super League, and very much excited to look at the Indian young players, how they do. Yes, definitely Isak and everyone. But I think only you would feel that Odisha did a good job against Mumbai, because here's what Sergio Lobera have to say.
Yes, he spoke with Paul Macefield for his pre-match interview.
Sergio, good to see you. You're back where it all started for you in India. How does that feel?
I'm good. I'm very happy, very excited. After spending 3 years here, it's a good emotional feeling. And I am happy. I am happy working here, and I am happy to come back where was my home during 3 seasons. And I have great memories about my time here, and I am happy, very excited about the game, and I am excited.
I'm going to add another happy now for you, Sergio. 4 points from the first 2 games. You must be happy.
Yes, I felt in the last game we lost 2 points because remaining 2 minutes against a very strong and a very good team like Mumbai City. I have this feeling, but I am very happy with the performance of my team. We compete very well against a very good teams. We have 4 points, but today is a good test. It's a good test because we are going to play against a very good team, one of the favorite teams to win the league, and it's a good test for us to play with against them, and we are ready about this challenge.
You play quite a number of games in a short space of time. Will you be rotating your squad at all today?
Yes, this is a big problem. You know, when you need to play 5 games in 19 days, travels in the middle, trip in the middle is so difficult because it's not easy. We have 2 competitions at the same time, with rotations in the last game in IFC Cup. But I am happy with my squad. There are not excuses, and we need to compete well against every team, and there are not excuses about this.
Thanks for your time, Sergio. All the best today.
Thank you so much.
Never in ISL history have the Juggernauts remained unbeaten after the first 3 games of any season. But this is a lineup that can do it. Just the one change, Roy Krishna comes in.
Yeah, just a solitary change. It's Roy that comes back in. Mauricio drops down to the bench. But it's solid there, isn't it? Delgado and Fall, those two just add that solidity. And we talk about this with certain teams. Lenny Rodriguez and Jahu also bought in. There's your block. You've got your defensive block that you can build on to go forwards. We mentioned Ranawadi earlier and Jerry down the left-hand side there as well. They'll bomb forwards to support the other Jerry and Isak Ralte as well. Patir's just going to be working his socks off in that hole, and Krishna will be looking to try and bang the goals in. He needs to start scoring.
Well, Jahu always filling every gap in midfield, dropping slightly deeper than we saw him when he was at Mumbai City or even at Goa, but always a constant outlet. Mace was speaking with him earlier.
Ahmad, I feel very privileged. The first time in 6 years I've got to talk to you before a game. It's a great start to the season for you and the team. But what made you move to Odisha from Mumbai?
Yes, we start very well this season, and we take 4 points in 6. But still we are hungry. Still we are hungry. Still we want more points because I think it's last game against Mumbai City FC. We deserve maybe more than 1 point. For moving from the to Mumbai City to Odisha, it was a little bit hard for me. But this is football. This is life. This will continue, and then let's looking forward, and we see what we can do this season with the Odisha FC.
You've played for Sergio Lobera at many clubs now. Tell us a little bit about your relationship with him.
Yes, relationship between me and coach Sergio Lobera, it's more than a player and coach. It's more like a brothers. And I like how he want to work and how his philosophy. I can understand what he want from the team and from me easy. Because of that, I like to work with him, and he like to work with me. We can understand each other very fast.
So does that mean that it helps you to set individual targets or goals for the season for you as Ahmad Jahu, the player?
Yes, he helped me a lot to bring all things on Jahu, best things in Jahu. He helped to take it out in the beach, and we try. Obviously, we try to fund in good way and to help the team to win the games. This is very important for me and from the coach to help me and help also in the team in same time.
Ahmad, I hope it's not another 6 years before we get to speak to you before a game. Good luck today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I think he chose the right words there when he called a brotherly relationship instead of a father-son. But here's what FC Goa are up. Unchanged team over there.
You know, Don Manolo was raging on the touchline in the previous game. Unchanged 11, but what was he so angry about?
I'm not saying anything because I did speak to him as well a bit earlier, so I'll let him talk. Because he's not happy with certain things. He knows that, and he did say that after the game as well. But sometimes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So he's not going to change the personnel. They got the job done. But will they play the same way? He's going to have tweaked a few things for sure.
You know, we have these theories, Mace, that a coach is either attacking or defensive? Now, once Phil Brown said on air, I'm a defensive coach, and then he was wondering why he said that. But, you know, because he's Spanish, because of that trophy-winning season, we look at Manolo as an attack-minded coach. But a lot of people forget he's very defense-first. He wants to build on the defense. 107 goals scored in ISL league stages, 58 conceded. If you score almost twice the number that you concede, you're actually going to win everything.
Yeah, you actually got a chance for that. You would definitely say that. But I think Nico Pajari summed it up perfectly well. We played a different way each season, but what we did was we started defensively and kept things tight.
Well, here's why I think Manolo isn't happy. I think even the fans were not happy in the first game, because the fans were happy the fact that he echoed what their emotions were as well. He mentions that we have players, but they have to still play as a team.
Yes, they do. They do, but they're not firing on all cylinders yet. Let's not forget, it was only their first game of the season. And the Durand Cup, with all due respect, is totally different. You move into that league season and all of a sudden it becomes a different kettle of fish. There's a different pressure. There's a lot more on it, you know. And, okay, it does take a little bit of time to settle into the season. If you can sneak a 1-0 win, you take that all day long in your opening game of a season. You don't want to lose. That's the first thing. But then the second thing is if you could nick it, but you are creating half chances, you are creating opportunities, it's positive. Then you've got to get back to the training pitch, and then you have to turn around and put it in.
Well, let's hope Noah finds the back of the net, but impressed with Carlos Martinez and his first goal?
Yeah, and we also see Rainier taking that assist over there as well, right? So I think Noah will probably have a good game. Probably he can now focus scoring on more goals as Rainier is there to feed him. So I think looking forward to that partnership.
Listen, when he starts to fire, they come in twos. So that's a big thing for me with Noah. So Noah, when he does get a goal, he likes to score two at a time. So I think it's just a question of time before he gets his first goal. When he does that, then I think he'll go on a bit of a spree.
And also about Rainier, we've always wondered what his best position is. Sometimes used at the right wing, sometimes as a midfielder. You ask him, and he thinks like a number 10. That's where he wants to play. That's the role he wants to have in a team.
Well, he was involved in the goal, wasn't he? And he was playing in that little bit more of an advanced role. He's up against his former club as well, because he was there on loan last year from Mumbai City. So he's been in and around the league. We've seen him play right wing, we've seen him play as a 10, we've seen him play as a 4, we've seen him play as a 6, we've seen him play all over the place. But I do like it when he gets those long legs going and he can make those striding runs going forwards.
Well, Don Manolo will surely change his game. Here he is in a pre-match interview.
Hi Manolo, good to see you again. You mentioned after the last game that there were a few things that needed to be addressed. Have you been working on them in training?
Yes, obviously. Yes. The reality is that I don't like when you cannot kill the game. That was the case the other day. You can't play heads or tails in the last 20-25 minutes, because I think that was now attack Goa, now attack Punjab, now attack Goa, now attack Punjab. I think that for us was not the best option. I think that we have enough team to keep the ball, and finally, even playing in this way, the team finished the game very, very tired.
You said that, but you're coming up against the Sergio Libera side that do pass the ball around really well. How are you going to cope with that threat?
Oh, we are facing one of the best teams in the championship. It's true that the coach is new, but most of the players, they were last season. The style is very similar. Gombau and Lovera, they worked in Barcelona Academy before. And they signed very, very good players. Krishna, Yahoo, obviously Murtada Fall. If you add these fantastic players that they had before, even in the national team, and Rinder, and Carlos Delgado, that was last season, I think that we are facing one of the best teams with a great and successful coach in ISL.
Goa haven't kept back-to-back clean sheets since February 2019. When you were in charge at Hyderabad, you sorted out the defence straight away. Was that in your mind when you signed O'Day for Goa and Sandesh Jingan?
Yes. I think that in my idea of football, for me, you need to build up from back, from the defenders, no? But if you ask me about that, you only can play with 4 foreigners. Usually, one of the best, if not the best player in the opponent, the opponent is the striker. Then, in this competition, in some moments, I prefer a good defender more than a player who can build up. If he has everything, okay, fantastic. But a good defender, that is the case on O'Day and Sandesh, is, I think that we are safe in this part of the pitch.
Manolo, thanks ever so much for your time. You're off to a winning start. All the best for another 3 points today.
Okay, thank you very much.
Mace, we talk about consistent players who can give you 7, 7.5 every game. Here's a tough one. O'Day and Sandesh, is it the best foreign Indian centre-back partnership, or possibly the best one?
Well, I'll tell you in a couple of games' time. That's very difficult just to say because they've just been paired up together. It's going to take a little bit of time because Anwar Ali in there, you know, whether he's with Hamel or whoever is with at the back there, it doesn't matter there because that's going to be solid as well. So it's going to depend on the number of goals that they concede. For me, I think it's the wide areas that they just need to be careful of. Jay's young and fresh. He's coming to the side. Seriton does like to put his foot in and can get sucked out of position once in a while. Hence, Carl McHugh being there as well. And Rainier to run up and down. McHugh to put his foot in.
You know, we talk about the wide areas, and especially in a year where we have to eventually go to the Asian Cup. Jay Gupta, so impressive. Athletic, loves a shot from outside the box. Finally, competition for Akash Mishra. Just the riches at left back. Immense, aren't they?
He'll definitely want to impress this coach, that's Manolo, because we know Manolo for a fact that how he nurtures the young players. But I think the other task that Manolo has with FC Goa is to maintain these characters that he has, the likes of Jingan, the likes of Vedanta. So I think that's the bigger challenge here as opposed to what we saw him in Hyderabad.
Don't forget you missed Mohamed Salah out as well there because he's been outstanding at the beginning of this season.
Absolutely. Incredible amount of recoveries as well. A lot of pace, a lot of excitement being generated with Indian players because all of them want to impress Igor Stimac as well. So it becomes a more important year for them.
It's massive. It's huge. I mean, we heard Igor speak the other night, didn't we? And he was talking about he will keep his eye on absolutely everybody.
Well, up next in the later fixture, Owen Coyle and Juan Ferrando, the Marina Arena. He really needs them.
He certainly does. He needs all 3 points as well. It's going to be tough for them because you're coming up against the Mohan Bagan super giant that is well organised, that's well drilled, and that has a plethora of talent. So Chennai will have to be at it for 90 minutes and a full 90 minutes as well to get anything from this game.
Also the return of Thapa to his old house.
Absolutely. I think the fans are looking forward. They've travelled, by the way, for this. All the Chennai FC fans travelled from Kerala, Bangalore, Andhra, all the way to Marina Arena, hoping for a fight, if not a win.
Well, I'm hoping for some goals from...
Here we go again. Here we go again.
From Dimi Petratos. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you, Dumbledore's Army. What do you make of that?
Brilliant. -1 point.
How? It's not even minus, it's one. Everyone.
No, there's a dash there. Look, -1. You're on -1.
Sangwan assist. Anwar Ali 1 goal. Akash Mishra assist. Bumu's goals. Petratos goals. It's
I know today is going to be a big day for you, but at the moment you're on -1.
It is 1. How many are you
-1?
on?
There's a dash before the 1.
Oh my God.
Well, you definitely are in for some points, Mace. You cannot fight this. He has a double weekend. He has a game tomorrow as well, and I think he's on a roll for this one.
I think he could be because I think Mumbai are going to be strong tomorrow. They've got to come out with all guns blazing as well, but what a game that's going to be as well.
We've seen a lot of Owen Coyle, and we'll discuss Owen Coyle later on as well, whether what he needs to do from his team and the stars that he is welcoming. By the way, you can also take part in the predictor. But before all of that, let's remind you of FC Goa's first win in the ISL, which came against the Delhi Dynamos.
FC Goa will get us underway. Hands Mulder, lovely ball through by Mulder. Opportunity for Juncker, and eventually he scores it. Well, Mats Juncker did his best to miss that one. It's quite clear, Mandar with the cross, it's over-hit, but well met, and Jewel underneath it with the header! And it's in! It's Shane Jewel who scores! Needs to be careful. Not sure how long the referee's patience will last. Miranda heads on. Slapicka over the top.
Now he's in, now he's in.
With pace round the goalkeeper. And finishes with style. It's Osprey, the Australian. He's played in India for a number of years, but FC Goa go crazy. There we go, and it's that man Torgay Osprey who got the winner.
Great night to be here, a great victory, and this town is rocking.
FC Goa 2, Delhi Dynamos 1.
Oh, that was years ago, and I'm hoping the fans are also hoping. I'm wearing a FC Goa jersey today. You can't see it, but we see this game tonight, and the fans are just hoping for that moment to come back, because a team from Goa cannot be kept away from all the football madness.
No, it can't. They've got to turn around and they've got to put their foot back in the ground, as it were, and take that step forwards. They've done it behind the scenes where they've changed a little bit of the hierarchy, and now they've done it on the pitch as well by bringing in Manolo Marquez, and they're now shored up defensively. So it is baby steps for them. Maybe this is a season too soon for them, because they may need that bit of time to ground themselves into the way that Manolo wants to play, but it's a positive step and it's a big step in the right direction.
It's also a battle in midfield. Brandon up against Jahu. And have you seen Jahu's role change over the last few years in terms of where he plays, how he plays, the approach?
Not really. I mean, he still does exactly what he did. I think if anything, when he moved from Goa to Mumbai, I think that's when we saw him play that little bit deeper and start to get on the ball. We saw him give away some stupid goals, and he'd be the first to put his hand up and say, yeah, it was my mistake, my fault. But he is so comfortable on the ball, and that is the way that Sergio Lobera wants to say. That's what he was saying in the interview. They know what each other wants, and they get the best out of each other for the team.
You're wearing a Goa jersey. What do you want to see from the side?
I think I want to see the side that the spark, the bring back the spark. Now, you can't replace a man like Koro, but can Manolo do that? Because that's the hope that, this Goan side can do well under Manolo. But the players that I mentioned, the bigger characters like Jingan and all of those guys, they have to step up. And Karl McHugh as well, he has to score. And we have to get going, right? We can't, like I said, Goa, you can't keep us side from Goa away from the football frenzy.
Is it difficult for teams to understand a Lobera or a Manolo plan? How much time should it ideally take? How much time should we allow them before saying, oh, okay, now we really want to see what
It took him over 2 years to get it right at Goa, and that's when we saw the best from a Lobera team. I think, but with the personnel that he's actually brought in now from Odisha and the way that they're going about things, the transition will be a lot quicker. So I'm expecting them to compete for the top 4, not just the top 6 this season.
You live in Goa. Are you also betting on FC Goa?
No bets here. But we are betting on a very entertaining Saturday coming up very soon.